tide away, just like it did here today already.
How you doing?
I'm doing very well, sir. How are you?
So we're live here. Tell the viewers what's going on, what your group is doing today here.
So today we're here at Monash University Caulfield campus because once again, those who profess hatred and want to intimidate have tried to take over the campus to vote Israelis out of existence. And students on this campus tried to reach out to the administrators, to various student body groups, to various other groups out there, and all they received back was silence. I've had enough. I've had enough of people feeling like no one is going to stick up for them when there are hundreds of baying animals that have this racist hatred amongst them. So we're here today to go and counter that hatred with something as simple as the truth. That's it. Because evil and lies can't stand the light of the truth being shone upon them, and that's all we're here to do, have a conversation.
I see you're wearing a body cam. I'm not used to protesters doing that. Why do you need a body cam?
Well, because unfortunately, we need to ensure that the law is upheld properly and fairly, and at times when we've been out there exercising our democratic rights, very peacefully I might add, that simply hasn't been the case. So this is just what we like to call a little bit of an insurance policy. Once again, it's not going to do anything other than show the proof of what's happened.
It's 4:45. You've got about 15 minutes till you organised, I guess, your counter to whatever action the Socialists... It's a Socialist alliance, isn't it?
Yes, I believe so.
So the Socialists, whatever action they're taking in there, you've got about 15 minutes. How many people are you expecting? How many of them students? How many people from the community?
Look, we're expecting upwards of around 50 students. That's the group that's reached out to us. I don't know how many will come today. I hope that they will feel that they can come and express themselves and be who they are. In terms of how many community members, I honestly have no idea. We put the call out, but I know the great people of the communities over here do come out to protect each other when it matters most, so I think today will go well.
We do see, you know, quite a heavy police presence already for this area. You've got police lined up there. There's police cars all around. What's that about? Have you spoken to them?
We haven't had any interactions with the police thus far. Let's hope they just go about doing their job fairly and honestly, and everyone will be all right.
All right, we're here to watch it, guys. So the event starts officially in about 15 minutes. What do you guys plan on doing? So you're meeting here, and then are you sharing with us the plans of what you're going to do from here?
Look, just stay tuned. We'll be on campus. It should be interesting. It'll be fun. You might learn a few things, so stick around.
There you go. You heard it here first at Rebel News. So guys, this is what we're doing now. We're going to give you behind the scenes live feeds and trying to do high quality live feeds of things happening across Melbourne. So usually I'm used to going to these kinds of events or protests or whatever and just filming it and producing the footage later. But a lot of you have gotten back to us and appreciated some of the live streaming we've been doing of these events. So we thought we would put the call out for people to invest in proper live streaming equipment, because the last one we did actually got well over 100,000 views, but the quality was horrible. We put out the call out, and many of you have answered our call at helprv.com. It should come up on your screen there, helprv.com. If you want to help invest in our live streaming services here, which is the hardware, which is thousands of dollars, and then also the ongoing software, we need your help, helprv.com. Guys, there's going to be a bit of standing around, bit of watching. I see police now coming towards here, so I imagine there's probably going to be engagement with police in a second. Oh, you're going in? Okay. So the group is now moving in towards...
Exactly.
It's a bit cold, weather isn't great, but we've got Big Daniel here to ensure everything's safe. Make sure to show people how they can help fund Daniel. Have you got up there, protectrv.com? Benji's learning. Let's check that Benji hasn't stuffed anything up. Very good.
The lead, the south.
Okay. Right, watch this. Come here, come.
Yeah, sure. So, Avi, just to make clear, so Monash University and universities in Australia are public space unless the university requests Victoria Police to remove certain peoples for certain reasons. Right now, they are stopping us from going on campus, asking us to show our student IDs, even though we're allowed to legally be on Monash University campuses. So that's what the situation is at the moment.
Yeah. Has anyone got a student pass? Anyone? Nope. You're welcome to stand out here, you're just not allowed to go in on the grounds.
How come we're not allowed to?
Because you're not students.
Since when can students not use public university facilities?
Notice been attached to the tree just here by Monash University,
Yep.
saying that you're not to come onto their property here.
That's incorrect. So it says we're not allowed to. Read what it says to me. That would be great.
You can read it.
So
Let's read it. So the notice here under Regulation 93.1, Monash University says, Monash University respects the right of freedom of speech and expression and the right of assembly to engage in peaceful protest. However, the safety of our students and staff members are paramount. Until further notice, any person other than Monash University student or staff member who engages or intends to engage in protest activity is directed not to enter unless access or otherwise be present in a university precinct. Any contravention of this direction will be referred to police. Come here.
It's university grant.
yeah.
The university have revoked anyone else other than students to be here today.
Are you checking that person that just walked in?
I did actually, yes.
Yes, we did.
Okay.
Okay,
fine.
so that's the reason. So
Yep.
the university have said only students allowed,
Yep.
and we are now enforcing that.
Okay. So if someone wants to come read a book at the library, you won't let
Are
them?
you a student?
So you're going to check everyone coming onto campus?
Do you have a student ID?
Yeah, sure.
Can I see it?
Yeah, sure. Here.
A student here.
Yeah, Monash University.
Yep.
Yeah, we're the right one.
Just checking it is Monash University, right?
This is Monash University.
Yeah, thanks.
Monash University.
You're a student.
Yeah.
You're allowed to
I
enter.
can come in. Can I invite my friend to come with me?
No.
Why not?
You're a student. You can go in.
I can't invite my friend to come in
No.
with me.
How often does Monash University...
Keep me safe.
Nope.
From the Iranian-backed protesters.
Nope.
No? What does the Australian government say about that?
Have you checked that they're students? Because I know for a fact that they're non-students on there.
Who?
Can we check if the Iranian-backed protesters are students?
They've got student IDs. They're here.
Have you
Okay,
checked
so
them?
let's go check. Go.
Have you checked them?
I'll go with you.
Sorry.
I'll go with you.
I need you to understand.
I'm a student.
You
they
don't.
students?
Sorry, you don't
Are
get
those
to
kids
tell me.
students? Are those kids students?
I'm not going to talk to people.
Are they
There's
students?
five different
Are
sets
they
of words to me.
students?
This
There's one
man's
set
asking
of
me a
word
question.
right
I'm a
now.
student.
Are they
This man's
students?
asking me a question.
Are they students?
So I'm answering his
Have you
question.
checked? Well, now I'm asking you a
you.
question.
I'm not gonna answer
Have you
you.
checked those people walking on campus?
I'm not going to be interrogated. Thank you.
Okay, right.
So are you relying on a certain section to remove them? Like if they do go, what are you going to do?
The university has said only students are allowed on campus.
Are you checking those people walking in?
Students, if they're not students, the university will alert them, ask them to leave. If they refuse to leave, then they'll call police.
Have you checked the pro-Palestinian rallies as well?
I'm not going to answer and be interrogated by you. Thank you so
Interesting.
much.
Interesting answer.
So if they go on there, then the university has to point them out, and then they have to ask, okay, well, that means they can't really stop you from walking on there. That's what I...
We can identify that you are wearing the
I'm
gear
not.
are not students.
Interesting.
So the university doesn't, according to the legislation, what part of the legislation is that? What are you relying on?
So it's a university grounds. University gets to say who does and doesn't enter the grounds.
So the university is not a public space?
This
According to law?
Well, a public place is different in different circumstances. So this is university land that for most normal days is open to the public. Today they've revoked that right, as the landowners are allowed to. Yep. So today they've done
Alumni allowed on campus?
alumni.
Yeah.
Student card. You got a student card, you're allowed on campus.
I'm an alumni.
No.
So alumni is not allowed.
No.
I thought that's Monash policy that alumni can use the facilities. So you're
Alumni are allowed.
interesting.
Why did you say yes and then no when he said he was alumni?
I didn't say yes or no. He was alumni.
You said yes, alumni, and then you said when he said, I've got my
He
alumni.
said, are alumni allowed on premises? I said no.
So that's
I said, do you have a student card? He said no.
I do have a student card.
For this university.
Yeah,
Correct.
it's Monash.
Right, so you're a student here currently.
Who's alumni?
I'm an alumni. Monash policy allow alumni to use the
Student card
facilities.
that elapsed. So I went to RMIT in 1999.
Correct. So you're an alumni. That's by definition an alumni. Do you understand?
There's no need to be insulting, John.
Basically,
need to be-
Monash University has to point. Monash University has to, from what I understand, actually point you out and think. If you have an alumni card, if he has an alumni card, do you know that he's not allowed on?
He's not a student here.
Alumni means
I think alumni would look up the section.
I'm not here to argue semantics. You guys
It's
are
not
Lions of
semantics,
Zion.
it's the law.
You're not allowed on. Sorry.
Right, so it is just about the Lions of Zion that you're specifically enforcing the law selectively against, just like you guys do in
I
the
know
city.
that you guys
Just
are Lions of
excuse me, I'm
Zion.
talking. Can you give me enough respect to let me finish?
but no,
I'm not
that's
asking
not the
for
only
more than
person.
that.
That's
So
not
I
the
just
only
want to finish what I was saying, which is that you guys have selectively enforced the law against us because we don't come violently against all of you. I mean,
Anybody that is not a student
so
here
when people
will
have
be
said,
stopped.
I'm not just talking about today. This is not the first time that we've had interactions with Victoria Police.
Yeah.
We haven't been dealt with fairly in the CBD on Sundays, and we're not being dealt with fairly here. Let's just be straight. You're not stopping anyone going over there. You're not stopping anyone on the other side, and you're stopping. Sorry,
I've got limited resources.
right, understandably.
That's the Jews. We'll go to Israel.
So what we have here right now, it looks like Victoria Police have identified the group that say that they're counter-protesting the Socialists that have essentially hijacked the university. And the Jewish students that are here don't wanted to support the Lions of Zion. Basically join them. I don't understand. I don't know if the legislation really applies. Like, I don't know what the legislation they're relying on. But from what I understand, he's saying if they go on, Monash University has to identify each person and ask them to be removed. I would imagine they would need to check you personally. I don't know. What's the regulation 93.1? I don't know if it's actually.
It's about protesting when the encampments were.
Under.
Guys, we're so back there is the line.
You haven't given us a clear answer.
That's back there's the line. So move on that side of the university, please. We're starting to do the old little encroachment bit by bit. Let's move back. On the footpath, please, ladies and gents. Let's move in.
Wretched signs, Clayton.
We're moving.
Not a student, get off the ground, please.
Just set us there. We'll keep moving.
Move back.
Okay, so the legislation is quite specific. It includes banning or restricting individuals into entering specific places, areas, particularly when safety disruption or misconduct are the issue. However, this does not imply a blanket ban to anyone. The regulation is likely intended temporary or situational use, such as during protests or security incidents, rather than.
Protect all their IDs. It's only the Jews. Only the Jews. Yeah. So we just spoke to Officer 27650.
Looks like they're going to be doing their protest outside the grounds of the university. Where exactly? Who's a student here? Who knows where is their meeting?
School hours. Yeah, they're not on the scene.
Do you know where that meeting actually is being held? In?
Down there.
In those doors.
Just these doors. Alright, show the doors.
Yeah. But yet, the ones over there aren't part of the school over here.
So there's a clear favouritism towards anyone who's protesting towards pro-Pally.
How you going?
Good, what's your other time, mate?
Thank you, brother. Thank you.
going?
Are you a student?
I'm a student, yeah. What about yourself?
Not a student, no.
No, not a student?
I failed year 8, if that counts.
Yeah? It's alright, you could come to uni. You're welcome here anytime.
What do you guys study?
Business and marketing.
Nice. We're just gonna capture this and
Yeah. There's another side over there, I think, actually.
there's two sides to. Oh, you mean entry point?
I was there on in bed.
Are you students here?
Yeah, we are.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you are too.
You are.
Yeah.
How do you feel? Do you know what's happening there now?
Yeah, I know. It's because of the
How do you feel about it?
not too happy, honestly. Yeah, I don't really have any other comments. But
What about the fact that there's a group here that want to stand up for Jewish students here, and Monash is essentially erected these signs saying that under this certain regulation they're going to ban them from countering the group that are coming from all over Melbourne to cast a vote against Israel in this university.
they're banning Lions of Zion.
Yeah, they've banned them from entering. So this police line is here to stop this group from going and protesting next to that socialist group that have some vote against Israel.
I personally think it's wrong. I think if someone has the freedom to do something, I think everyone should have the freedom to do something. Obviously, you don't want to make there be violence and stuff like that, but you know, I definitely think freedom of speech, and yeah.
Do you guys get a lot of anti-Israel action on this campus?
Personally, no. I go here maybe twice a week, and I haven't seen it, to be honest, up until today, actually, which is really interesting.
We had loudspeakers in our classroom today at Clayton.
Yeah.
Yeah, in the LTB building, like people on loudspeakers, Free Palestine, Israel genocide, come to the vote tomorrow, all that kind of stuff. So yeah.
And they're talking about this vote here in Caulfield.
I actually don't know what the vote is about because I haven't paid attention to it, but
Something against Israel.
some motion they'll pass and nothing will happen. And
Why do you think the socialists even bother taking a vote? Like anybody's gonna vote from the socialists, from the far left, for defending Jews or defending Israel. Why do they bother?
I think the truth is they are usually allowed a majority, and you know that's what they do, and it's positive and negative for different reasons, but they definitely like to voice their opinions 100%.
Hi guys.
Very nice to meet you.
Good to meet you, Stay safe.
You too, take it easy.
Hi. So there's a couple of students that go here.
Hello,
They say that they haven't experienced really anti-Israel action on this. Remember, this is Caulfield. This is the heart of the Jewish community. They haven't
Some people
experienced
over
it till
there may
today.
not know why we're here today.
Watch.
Why the police are here today. Please be careful.
Benji almost killed
For
himself.
those of you who are unaware, there is an orgy of hatred taking place not more than 200 meters from this spot. And this hatred on campus, this making it unsafe, making it unpleasant for anyone that dares to express their Judaism, their Zionism, their support for Israel, sometimes even their humanity, has been going on university campuses for too long. Ever since the horrific, barbaric attacks that took place on October 7. And the response in this country, as we have learned today, sponsored by the monstrous Ayatollahs and their brethren over in Iran, so in such a blatant way that they've been expelled. The Iranian ambassador was expelled from Australia because he was found to have orchestrated anti-Semitic attacks in this country, including the fire bombings of synagogues. Who can remember the last place where they firebombed synagogues? Anybody? Do we want to be like that place? Is that what we want to become? And then I ask you, when the people in this country that are paid to uphold our rights are instead upholding the rights of those that wish to destroy this country, express their racism and hatred openly, will we let it happen? No! Are we just going to sit at home, afraid of a little bit of rain, afraid that they're going to stand out here trying to intimidate us away from protecting students on campus? No! Sorry, that was a bit of a long one. Listen, students on this campus have the right to be able to study without ideologically driven hatred being stuffed down their throats. How many of you can remember
when supporters of so-called Palestine went into university lectures and disrupted them and did not let the students learn and demanded loyalty, or otherwise they would eject those students from those classrooms. Let me ask you, Mr. Police Officer, how many of you were there to protect those students?
None!
None of you. None of you can even look at me in the eye when I say it, because you know that you failed in your duty to uphold the rights of people. And it must be shameful, but we carry on. Now, these expressions of hatred by these activists have gone on. It wasn't just in classrooms that they disrupted student life. It was much beyond that. They set up encampments, living on the campus, probably because they couldn't afford to live somewhere else.
They didn't have student ID for that. They didn't have student ID.
And were they ejected by the police? No. The police decided that their hatred was A-OK. Students that are Jewish aren't safe on campus. Who cares? It's not our problem. Let Israel worry about that, right? And what did we find out? We found out that all of those tents and those barricades and that monstrous hatred on campus were funded by the emirs in Qatar and the ayatollahs in Iran. And what were the repercussions for any of those people?
None!
Nothing. Nothing was done. And who stood for those students? Who went to make sure that they would be safe and free on campus?
Nobody.
Not the boys in blue. They left them to their own devices. And if they weren't safe to learn on campus, so be it. Well, we've had enough. They've continued their hatred on campus. They've continued to make this an unsafe and unpleasant place for Jewish students to be. And is that okay? Do we have racial equality in this country? Or is discrimination something that we don't mind seeing, that we don't mind our government paying people to enforce here on campus? It's some of the university staff as well. How can a student feel safe expressing that they're a Jew when their lecturer is chanting death to the IOF? And who are these people? They might be here on campus as overseas students. And why not? What's wrong with that? Many countries have military service. It doesn't mean anything bad about a person. What matters is when you break the laws of war. And who broke the laws of war? Might it be those that kidnapped babies? That put people in tunnels under the ground and starved them like Nazis? Proudly filmed it, put it online. And what happened here to those that supported them? Nothing. Nothing. They had tacit acceptance from those in authority that are supposed to stand up for the defenseless and the weak, but they have shown themselves to have failed in their duty. They have protected no one except those who are expressing hatred of the Jewish people and their homeland. And let me ask you, why is it that Jews don't deserve a homeland? Why? Why only the Jewish nation? How many other nations around the world have discriminatory practices that these people do nothing about? What has happened to the countless number of children dying and starving all over the world? The slavery that we just let it go by. No one protests countries that have modern slavery because God forbid someone might accuse us of racism. But when it comes to attacking the Jews, who gives a stuff, right? And in fact, the man that founded this university, that put this into place, was a proud Australian Jew who fought in the ADF, who went to
shed his blood for this country on overseas shores to protect the rights of all people to live in peace and security. This is his legacy. This is the legacy of the Jewish people in this country. We built universities, we built art galleries, we funded them then, we fund them now. And what are the thanks that we get? Nothing. What have pro-Palestinians contributed to this country? Terrorism. They shut down the Christmas carols. They protested the Australian Tennis Open. They shut down the city and make it a place that nobody wants to go to. I mean, the traffic's bad enough, but, you know, is that okay? That our public streets are shut down and hatred is allowed to manifest and grow and fester like the cancer that it is? How many of us know the phrase that what happens when good people do nothing? Evil is allowed to fester. That's why we have to fight it. We have to fight this evil before it grows too strong that we can't do anything about it. That's why we're here today. That's why we refuse to go quietly into the night. We're not going to voluntarily get onto the cattle cars again. We're done with that. We'll fight here till the end, no matter what they try to do. Is there anyone here that is a student or was a student that feels like they want to get up and say something? Get on up here.
My child is studying not here but at Melbourne Uni. She's doing year 12 at school and she's allowed to do one subject at Melbourne Uni. So each Monday and Thursday, for 45 minutes from Flinders Street Station, she has to carry her school backpack and uni stuff. Because there is a parade on Mondays and Thursdays. And she has to walk past them and hear all that they're saying. And I think there is time to put stop to it. Yeah. We need our students to study, not to worry, not to be unsafe. We need our city back. We need our life back, the way it was before.
Thank you.
I don't think that's it, guys.
And let us not forget that these universities are supposed to be a place of learning, not a place of hatred, not a place of racism. Now, we've been prevented from going onto the campus grounds. We've been prevented from going onto the campus grounds because when the university found out that someone was coming to stand up for Jews on this campus, they enacted special rules and regulations to prevent us doing so. The kind officer over there kindly informed me that the university knows the Lions of Zion were coming here to protest and specifically asked the police to come and put a stop to it. And so they have. And you know what? I'm glad we did so, because the expression of hatred from those that we've come to oppose is no longer taking place on the grounds where someone might be infected by their lies. They've been forced to take shelter in a bunker just like their friends Hamas do. They've run away because they cannot stand here and face the truth. The truth of what they are, of the truth of what they support, and the truth of what they're doing here on campus. They can't stand it. It would create what's known as cognitive dissonance in their mind and cause them great emotional troubles. And haven't we seen our good friend Tony Burke know that if God forbid a minister from the state of Israel was to come to this country, it might hurt the feelings and the emotions of those that hate Jews. So better we ban that person and don't let them be here. wonder how many of the people over here know the history of this great country. I wonder how many of them know what it's supposed to stand for. Freedom, equality, justice, rule of law. These values of the Enlightenment that are most perfectly expressed in a university, or at least they're supposed to be. But here we are today, where free expression on the university is not allowed anymore, because God forbid we hurt the feelings of students that hate Jews. They might get upset if they learn that their friends in Hamas are starving and torturing people and glorifying it on the internet. They pretend it away all the time, just like their good old friend Greta, who uselessly sailed on a boat, got a sandwich full of hummus, and shut her eyes and her ears for 45 minutes while the video of the atrocities committed by her friends Hamas in Gaza was shown on a video. Absolutely cowardly. They cannot stand to see it, to hear it, because the truth hurts. Now, I hope my speaker can put up with this level of rain. It is rated IP65, so let's hope that it is.
Benji. I don't want the equipment to get ruined, so just give it a minute. Yeah. We'll just talk to the camera a bit. I just give the rain a second. We're going to give the rain. It's starting to pour, and we don't want to kill the equipment on the first day, guys. So basically, you've probably got 20 people that have come to join. Some Jewish students have popped in and out. They're protesting what is happening right now. If you look at that building, can you see in there where there's some police in front of it? Socialists from across the state have gathered on this campus in Caulfield, in the heart of the Jewish community, at a campus where many Jews go, to vote on some motion against Israel. Now, putting aside the question as to why they need to vote on a motion against Israel, like insinuating that even one Marxist socialist is not going to vote against Jews in Israel and for Australia or any of that, is just silly. It's just, but the point is that they're bringing this hatred to the campus here. We heard from a couple of students that were walking out that they've never actually experienced on this particular campus anti-Israel, anti-Jewish hate until today, until they brought it here. But what police have done is basically the university is relying on some new some section 92, we've read it out earlier, basically making it, I don't know for sure, I'd have to check it out later, we'd have to check with the lawyers, but essentially they're arguing that they've given the power to police to remove anyone that's not a student for tonight, and targeting, as I said, especially the Lions of Zion. So we're just going to wait for a bit of the rain to clear so we can get back up there, maybe talk to some of the people in the audience. And guys, make sure to hit like on the stream. This is our first night using the new live streaming. I'm excited. It's a soft launch. Going to get every chance to go out and capture all different sorts of events. When I heard this was happening, I thought best opportunity to knock it up for the first time. I hope the rain doesn't kill our equipment, because it's a lot of money. It's I think the actual equipment itself ended up, we thought it was going to be a few $1,000s. It was much more than that. And then the software to maintain all the different parts of the equipment from these cell. So you've got to use a bunch of cellular and then all the devices to make sure it works. And then also the software for the actual live streaming is super expensive. But we rely on your help at, does it work? Does it work now? There we go, helprv.com, and that will help cover it. When the rain, I think the rain will chill out in a second. We'll go back up there and talk to some of the people. Let me know, super chats. I'll read super chats, anyone who super chats on this live. Tommy, September 13. Yes, I've got to get the comments rolling on that. It's not working at the moment, but we'll get there. I don't think that's right. I tried it again. Just
there's a library, a fantastic library over there, right? I'm sure you can find some more books.
Seriously. We don't disrespect the police, but please don't disrespect us. We're citizens of this country.
I think we can go back up there. Try sit under an umbrella. What? Just to block that. I don't want that to get killed there. This guy here, go under their umbrella.
These are directions given to you from above, which I know you have to follow. But maybe they should give you directions with some information.
Yeah, just saying.
Whilst you're here, the library's a great place. Please find us any book there that can give you the history of the Palestinian people. When there was a country called Palestine, when there was a government called Palestine, when there was a currency called Palestine, or any of the above, that you so vehemently don't allow us to have free speech. But of course we know that history, the truth, all of that is anathema to those inside that we've come here to counter.
This under.
Audio on this thing kills me. I think it's the brain maybe now a little bit.
We welcome anybody to go.
As soon as you come out, it started getting heavy. Just to spite you.
And for those of you who think that the hatred espoused over here by these people is something that they only came up with when they excitedly saw their friends Hamas butcher innocent people a couple of years ago in Israel on October 7. They didn't start then. For those of you who don't know, they've been doing this for decades. They did it back when I was trying to do my PhD at the university, and they called Israelis baby killers then because they don't know of what it is that they speak. For those of you who are unaware, this whole thing was orchestrated by the KGB many, many years ago, back when socialists were sophisticated. And these days, all they know how to do is chant hatred again and again. They can't debate, they can't face honesty, open criticism, or anything like that. So, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. What do we think over here should happen to people that are expressing hatred on our streets and to our people? What do we think should happen? Should we report them to the police? Will the police come? No. Will they? No. If people are calling for the death of Jews in our streets and we call you, will you be there for us? No. No comment? It's not a hard one. It's too hard, I suppose. Might have to look up procedure to see what we have to do in that case. And that's why we're here. That's why our group was formed. Because it's important to stand up to hatred. And not on one day, and not on 2 days, but on every single day that it'll express itself openly. It needs to be opposed. It needs someone to stand up to it. Even if you have to put your career on the line. Because we all know that many people don't come here because if someone was to find out that they dared to be politically active, they'd be removed from their job. As unfair as that is. Maybe we need to think about why that is and what we should do about it. Because we can't let this hatred continue. We need to educate, we need to try and help the misguided lost souls over there that have fallen into this cacophony of hatred, cocooning themselves around, wrapping themselves up in it. Many of them are poor, poor souls. We've got to try and help these people, help them understand what it is that they're supporting. Maybe we need to make it more public, some of the atrocities that they stand behind. Could they keep standing with Could they keep standing with that if that's what they saw? I doubt it. I doubt it. I don't think they are so evil on the inside, simply misguided fools. The useful idiots of the Islamists that gleefully murder their own people from Tehran to Gaza and to many other places around, nearby and beyond. That's not the kind of society that we have here. And it's not the kind of society that we'll ever have here. Not as long as we're
Well, it seems like every time we come down here, the weather gets better.
Every time we go out.
I just don't want to kill the new equipment, so we'll just see. Look, it'll be interesting to see what happens when their meeting ends, to see all the socialists as they come out.
Plazas, landscape areas and retail entertainment hubs designed for both the university community and the wider public.
Just get a good shot.
But out of the rain, out of the rain. What's the point?
It's a public institution and many of its facilities, particularly those in costs. So that's your answer for those that want to know, and maybe the police would want to know. It's not hard to Google it. You know, it just takes an own phone to read it. I hope that we have enough policemen that can actually read by the sounds of things.
Already super chat. Michael, thank you for the super chat. Build it and they will come. I love it. Israel, Jesus, Australia, Aussie, Aussie, Aussie. Thank you for the super chat. Thanks for the support, guys. I'll read super chats while we're waiting to see what happens. Obviously, the organizer is talking, and he'll continue to do so. The question is, when the vote, where all the socialists and leftists and Marxists that have gathered in the building that they're banned from going close to, when they finish and they come out and all the kafirs are out here, it'll be interesting to see how it unfolds.
A law-abiding society
Hold this for 2 seconds.
needs the
Just hold
laws
it.
of the country to be upheld. It needs them to be upheld by somebody. And one day, we know there'll be an inquiry that happens. It'll likely be a royal commission, and they'll go through everything. It'll take them a really long time. The technology will help it go faster. And we will make certain that every single one of the people that enable this hatred faces the accountability that they deserve to face.
Just trying to find out from the organisers what they plan to do, and it looks like they are planning to wait for the vote of all the socialists and Marxists, those that have travelled to this campus to take part in this action against Israel in the heart of the Jewish community, to see when they come out at the end of it. So we'll see what happens there. Let me just pull up. Just want to check what time it actually is set to finish. Oh, hold on. I'll also keep a watchful eye when we get an anti-Jew. Is it still raining? No, it's still raining. Yeah, back. No, it's pissing out. I don't want to kill them. We'll keep an eye from here, from a distance, and when we see, one of the socialists coming and attacking them, we'll jump in and do what we do. Have a chat to them about why they're bringing the hate. Why the socialists and Marxists are so intent on Palestine. Literally everybody in that hall voting would not survive a day in Gaza. And not because of the Israelis, because of their heroes.
Let's not forget who else Victoria Police will deign to protect. Now, if you own a business and you want to be racist, and you want to discriminate against people because of their national origin, skin color, ethnicity, or something like that, right? Then you can do that, and if a community is upset and comes to protest, Victoria Police will make sure that you're okay, because you're the victim in this circumstance, right? Just like, all those poor Nazis were victims of bombs dropped by the English and the Americans, those poor Nazis. You know, let's take a moment to remember them that they had to suffer so under this unfairness. It's a truly difficult thing.
Do we have a link to the actual event? It'd be interesting to see what time they say they finish. Yeah. What is that?
Maybe we should play a bit of a game while we wait for our good friends to come out and you know, face a little bit of the truth. So let's play a game. Who can tell me when there was a state of Palestine? Now give the kids a chance, alright? Alright, fine. The answer is obviously never. Alright, well, look, right now, in that part of the world, there is a country called the State of Israel, but it hasn't always existed. So what was there before the State of Israel?
What's happening, legend?
Well, there was a Palestinian mandate, right?
What's happening, Avi?
The same as there was mandates put into many other parts of the Middle East that recreated those new nations over there. But you know, look, that's not that interesting. Let's talk about, you know, people's grandparents, right? Like who lived there? Who controlled it at that time? And we did have the answer, but you know, anyone else? No, that's right. It was controlled by the Ottomans. And what do the Ottomans call that place? Called it Syria. Yeah, interesting. Now, Israel was created in 1948, all right? For the second time, it was recreated. It was brought back because the living memory of our people goes back far enough that we remembered and yearned for this country for thousands of years until we finally were able to go back there, back to where we're indigenous to. And indigenous rights are important. We know that. We pass laws to that effect in this country. Now, who's indigenous to that part of the world, right? I mean, who's indigenous there? It's the English,
Australian Aboriginals.
Aboriginals. In the State of Israel, the Jewish people had a country, as is confirmed on archaeological evidence that goes back thousands of years.
Do a quick super chat. Super chat to Paul, thank you. Click like and subscribe. Love it, Paul. You're onto it. We've got little graphics on the side there to try and remember people. I think it's going to pop up any second. But yeah, thank you for the support. Look, it's a bit of a quiet event at the moment. I imagine things could change when the mass meeting, which they've moved indoors, of socialists, leftists, Marxists, whatever you want to call them, unshowered, unwashed, when they exit their important vote against, surprise, surprise, the only Jewish state. But remember, these people that are voting against Israel now have the only other real votes they seem to conduct are against Australia. So they hate Israel, they hate Australia. But I really don't. I would love to ask them why they bother voting. It's not like anyone, I don't think anyone would be brave enough to enter to that room and vote with the Jewish state, with Israel, with Jews on campus. But it is what it is. So there's a lot of police here. It seems like most of the protesters kind of moved away when they saw the rain, when they experienced the rain. Mind you, I'm part of the people that ran away from the rain, so I'm not going to make fun of them. Although, in my defense, I'm doing it to protect the equipment that we bought thanks to your help at helprv.com. Is it working now? It's not working. There's a glitch on the system, which I imagine is probably because of the raindrops on the screen that's tripping it out. But that's all right. We'll get it sorted. The stream's working. The URL's easy, helprv.com. Does the other one, Protect RV, work? They're freaking out, aren't they?
Yeah, they're all out.
Just keep the music. They've got music. We'll just watch what's happening here until.
I'll keep an eye on it.
I don't want the sound. Let's just move this sound. Stay there. Come here. Let me. Keep an eye out, see when the socialists kind of leave. I'm just going to turn the mic away from them so that they are not, that the music doesn't get us into trouble.
Are we excited for all this to on?
Yeah. You guys can turn up the music. I want to go interview people, but I can't go there to the music.
Oh yeah, sure. Are you going to go now?
Yeah, I'll go. In fact, you can hold the umbrella for me when I do. Come here, Benji. Can I ask you why you're holding the sign? It's a bit smudged, but
Really?
it says, what does it say? It says
equality equals all students being safe on campus. So that means whether you're Jewish, Islamic, black, white, Asian, female, male, transsexual, whatever you are, you should feel safe on campus.
Why are you holding that?
Well, because Jews at the moment are being discriminated on campus, and they shouldn't feel threatened to go to class. I mean, I'm glad that my son, who studied here, has finished his degrees before all of this started, because no one should feel unsafe.
And so what I do find interesting, and I would love to ask them when they come out, is why are they bothering to take a vote against Israel? It's not like there's going to be someone brave enough in that group that's going to vote for Israel. Isn't the result already expected and known?
Okay, well, these kids aren't rocket scientists, and it's really scary that they're coming here for a degree when they really when they believe absolute so much rubbish. So I just think that they're brainwashed, and clearly the media, the world press, has been against, I mean, you've seen the reports and all the false things that are now coming out a bit more. But I think, unfortunately, media who make mistakes don't seem to make retractions, or they make them so small that no one actually notices them.
All right, thank you. Come, we'll go talk to some people here. No, should be all right. We'll go under somebody. All right. How you going, mate? Good? Can I ask you guys why you're here?
Yes.
Why?
Because we need our city back, and we need our country back, and we need our life back.
Why?
I don't want to worry for my child every time she gets out of the house.
Where's that? I just need someone with an umbrella. Can you hold the umbrella over him, because I don't want to kill that equipment. It's new, very expensive equipment. Okay, but why here tonight? What's your worry with the Socialists voting against Israel?
Because 3 weeks ago there was a little table near a cafe where they gave away free books about Marxism, socialism, everyone wearing scarf, and it was 19, 20 years old students. It was young people, it was the next generation, and I don't think it is applicable in our country. I don't think I want that for the new generation.
Are you telling me we shouldn't take the world view of people trying to elevate Marxism and socialism? We shouldn't take their ideas seriously. We shouldn't, I guess, if they're promoting Marxism and socialism, why should we not follow their Palestinian politics as well?
Because they're not living properly, and they don't let other people live properly. They take hostages, they kill people, they put rockets under the hospitals, they cover themselves with their children to protect themselves. And I don't think any of it is good for anyone. Australia is a country of ships, and I don't think we want our ship to go with them right now.
What about you guys? Why do you think the Marxists and Socialists are so attracted to the anti-Israel cause?
Well, I'm not sure. It's probably just going with all the left together. But I was born in Soviet Union, and I didn't only read 1984. We lived there, and we know what Marxism and socialism means for every single person, for every single day. These people don't understand, they just want a free ride. I understand this, it's easier not to do anything, but again, who's going to pay your bills, guys? So they have to make a decision, and Palestine, what it's now, was invented by the Soviet Union, so it's probably another reason.
Yeah. You, why are you here?
I'm here to support my Jewish Israeli brothers and sisters. They shouldn't have to put up with anti-Semitism anywhere, least of all an education facility such as this, Monash University, who was founded by a Jewish man. Wouldn't be here otherwise. So I'm just here to support them.
Yeah. Thank you. You're bracing the weather there.
Yeah.
And they write it on a bit of paper and it's rolled up, and then we put it on the head on the heart.
Hello, Yavi. How you doing, mate?
Fucking terrible.
You're live here, so just remember, why are you here?
I'm here today for a simple reason, that university campuses have been used as a tool of hatred and anti-Semitism, and more particularly not allowing Jewish students to be able to freely go about their campuses and study, and that's what a university's for people to learn, and to understand, to debate, to argue, to do all of those things, but not to be unfree and unwelcome for any community member whatsoever. It doesn't matter what nationality or background that a person is. And when we hear about these things, we've seen it before, so we thought straight away we will be here and say no to that. Unfortunately, we have the police, in my view, breaking the law again. They've said we can't enter the campus, yet when we show them that the campus open grass area is public space by law and that they have no legal right to stop us, and even then they still say no, we won't allow you. They won't answer to it. I asked them clearly, please tell us on what basis, explain to us. We're Australian citizens, we want to know under what basis are the police behaving this way, and why are they, as police, the ones that are breaching the law? It's astonishing. How do their leaders and commanders tell them to go and do something which is breaching the law?
I'm not sure if it is breaching the law. I know what they said. I'd have to look into it, but I take what you're saying. It is frustrating. It does seem like there is two-tier policing. There is a double standard when a small group of peaceful Jews tend to gather in protest of ridiculous behaviour on campus, which is designed really to intimidate, because why would socialists and Marxists gather from across the state to take a vote in a campus in the heart of the Jewish community on an issue that no one is expecting them to vote any other way? They're clearly, obviously, they've been campaigning about this issue for many years. They're not going to be voting. No one in there is going to be brave enough to vote for Israel. Everybody's there to vote against the Jewish community, against the Israel, against Zionism, against whatever they want to call it.
Well, I think it's a beautifully well-spun story. I mean, but the truth is, they aren't here, the Pally Rally.
They're inside.
They're inside, hiding away. They might as well dig some tunnels and hide away there. I don't know.
Maybe like the Jews, they're a bit scared of the rain.
Well, yeah, the rain is coming. Yeah, the rain is here. But look, trying to explain madness is really a silly thing. Avi, I love you, but to ask me a question to answer something which it defies logic, I really haven't got the ability to answer you to that. There's no words to express the stupidity of it all, the absolute stupidity of it all.
All right, let's see what happens when they come out.
We'll see. Thank you for supporting us always.
Do you reckon they're scared of coming out because that'll be the first shower most of them have experienced by force in a very long time?
Well, I don't want to be crude. I don't know any of them personally, so let's not cast aspirations against people.
Trust
me. You're probably right. You're more knowledgeable and see more of them than me.
We're on first name basis with these shower dodgers.
Yeah, I love the fact that they hate you just for being a reporter and for challenging them. I mean, you ask them questions that they can never answer. They must feel very, very embarrassed, and the only thing they can do is throw hate speech back at you. Isn't that amazing? You know, you ask a civil, simple question like what river, what sea, or anything about history. I mean, these are meant to be students. They're meant to be learned people in our community. There's a magnificent library here, a magnificent library for them to learn from, yet they can't answer one question that you ever ask them. What's the standard of our education system going?
I think they're skipping too many classes. They're following Greta Thunberg. Thunberg is their hero, and we know she's probably the only person on this planet that's done less schooling than me.
But she knows more than you.
Oh, she knows more than everyone.
Come on, she's much cleverer and she's more...
How dare you?
Yeah, she's more civil, she's more caring to humanity.
How dare you?
The world and the environment.
How dare you? Am I doing a Greta well?
Under the sun. She's the most caring, loving human being here that only seems to spread hate.
She is. I wonder what time they actually wrap this up. This vote, it should have been in and out. I highly doubt there was much pushback on this.
Maybe they're having an education lesson in there. They're teaching them about the Palestinian history that never existed.
It should be a
Palestinian
short
people
lesson.
that never existed. Right, and Palestinian rights that never existed. Or maybe they're talking about the 6 million Palestinian refugees funded by UNRWA since 1948. That's a really important one. I mean, that's a lovely breach of the law. I mean, when you are a so-called refugee, whatever country you arrive in, that person, they have to look after you or find you a place to live. But the children and the grandchildren, the minute you're born in another country, even as a refugee, even as an illegal refugee, that child becomes a citizen of that country. So how in this world do we have a situation where only one peoples of all the nationalities in the world can be considered a refugee when they're second and third generation to be fed by money from UNRWA, from Australia, England, Europe, all around the world, funding these people already into the third and maybe even fourth generation. This is unbelievable. The only people that seem to be a benevolent people for eternity. This defies logic.
I think I could just leave the mic here and go home until tell me when the socialists come out.
The socialists will come out because we're missing the socialists, because with the elbow government we're going to move straight to communism. I think we're going to leap and bound over all of that and just go to a communist state. It'll probably be a smarter way for them. Well, we'll be bankrupt soon, so we might as well all work for the government.
Soon?
Soon? Well, Victoria's actually bankrupt, but that's another matter. I mean, they should be given a wound-up order already, shouldn't they?
Probably, yeah. Surely they're almost done with their votes. Come on. Yeah.
I hope that helps others.
Yeah, all good. Let's go. We'll go stand under there for a bit.
Absolutely. Jump on our website, lion.com. Join up page. Welcome, everybody is welcome to join our community. As long as you don't want to with a quick break. Yeah, it's called to start with.
Let's see if there are any super chats to read. Oh, there's a couple of super chats. We'll read some of these super chats. Thank you for the super chats. We've got Israel Khay from Ernest. Thank you. And then we got Audrey. Just a $10 super chat. Thank you for the support. Paul says it's 3:42 a.m. here. Avi, stay safe and stay strong. Thank you, Paul. Thank you for the support. Thank you for the super chat. Look, I'm waiting around. Obviously, there's not much happening until the Marxists and the... Oh, hold on. Let's find out. I've got somebody on the inside now. Oh, here we go. We've got photos from inside. Can I load it up? Oh my god. Will you be able to zoom in on my phone?
Yeah.
Tell me if you can see that. Can you see that?
Yep.
Oh. Hold on, let me just make sure my messages don't come through so you don't see Rukshan sending me his dick pics.
I was going to say. Yeah, weird.
Yeah, so there you go. It's got Gaza is starving student. What does it say? Students for Palestine. You see that? So this is the hall that they've moved into. How many? I'm just going to quickly look at it. I've got to say it's not that busy in there, to be honest. Bunch of kafirs, a few Islamic heads. Oh, you're off. You're not waiting for them.
They're not going to come this way anyway.
All right, so just give us a couple of seconds. I'm probably... no, I won't wait if you guys are not here, no.
No, I'm telling you,
there's what's his name? There's somebody in there coming out now. Maybe give you some intel. I got some photos from inside.
Okay.
It doesn't look that busy. It has a few interesting... yeah, they're coming out now.
Where?
All students are going to come out now.
Well, should we get all that people just to wait here? Josh, should we get the guys all to wait here or
here?
Whatever, I don't know.
Okay, so it looks like there's the students are coming out now from the hall, so it'll be interesting to see what plays out now. So while you're here, until they come out, Smash that like button, smash the subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell. Are you going to get some lights on? So our intel from inside says the students are about to come out. I think it's finished and we've got lights happening. Benji's fancy. Let's just see what happens. Yeah, give us a minute. Look, let's just see what happens. Apparently they're finishing now and they're coming out.
Oh, they are coming out?
Yeah, apparently. Yes?
Yeah, you know what? Now do it.
Come stand under this guy while we. He's going to protect his camera.
Thank you very much. Thank you, David, for doing it in the rain.
Okay, let's go.
All right.
How you going?
So we'll just see what's happening with this lot, if they're sticking around or they're going. If they're not waiting for the Socialists, which was going to be the... let's just hear from one of the guys inside. Yeah, he said they're done. They're coming out. Stand under an umbrella. Stand under one of the umbrellas. Here. Come here. Stand under here. We don't want to kill the equipment on day one. It's just this thing.
Yeah, nice.
Costs more than I... All right, here we go. They come. I can see them coming here. See, the Jews don't have much patience. They survived about an hour, and then they walked away. But we'll talk to one of the guys that was inside, one of the students that got in undercover. Let's see if he'll talk to us.
Seriously? I know.
Let's see if we can talk to some of the Socialists, ask them why they voted, if anyone voted for.
No media interviews,
Who's coming? Are these the people that were inside?
No, they're going to congregate. Come out.
Oh, they're not coming out?
Yeah, gathering.
But they finished the... You don't want to talk? Tell me from behind what happened. Who was in there? Just you? Were you in there?
I was in there with them. Very good.
Can you come from behind?
You can just tell me how it was. No.
That's right.
Just do the bloody interview, man. Chill.
Somebody tell me what happened in there. Somebody needs to tell me what happened. I think they've joined the other side. I think...
Right. I need protection from the short guy. See that short guy? He wants to come with the media interview. He wants to put a mic in my face. First of all, I'm tall, man. If I got the police on my side, I'll be fine. What are you going to do?
What I'm shocked about is that you let him, of all people, you let him inside. Let's see if they come out now. Give it a couple minutes. Looks like at the end of it, it might just be me and a bunch of socialists. And maybe a couple of jihadis just to keep it interesting. That's all right. We've got Daniel though. We've got Big Daniel. ProtectArby.com. Just in case the boys in yellow fail us.
They moved off the line.
Apparently, it's probably the rain, I imagine.
But they were cowards.
Where are they going?
Let's see what happens. The socialists, should we take bets on whether the socialists come out to talk to Australia's most popular and thorough reporter? Let's see if there's any other super chats. We'll read them while we're waiting. Here we go, one more from Michael. Once we had a bad rabbit infestation. Now I'm not going to say the last word because we're going to get in trouble. Thank you for the support. It looks like they're done and they're coming out now. You know.
How's the weather?
What's happening, mate? You good?
Yeah, good mate. How are you?
I'm getting excited. Oh, was that the flyer? Is that what's that?
It's their motions.
Oh, this is the motion. This is the most reading any of them have done. So, student referendum on Palestine here in Monash Caulfield. The motion was students censure the Australian government for its complicity in the genocide in Gaza. We demand an end to all weapon sales to Israel by Australia Australia companies. Dude, these guys need to go back to school. I think the word they were looking for is Australian, but you know, I'm surprised they didn't call it Namland or something like that. And call for sanctions on Israel. Motion 2, students call on all Australian universities to end their complicity with Israel's genocide by ceasing all partnerships with weapons companies. This is their motion, based on a lot of emotion. Like, let's say it passes. I'm going to be shocked if these motions pass. What do you think this is going to change? Except for the fact that it's exposed that they don't know English and they should spend maybe more time on English classes and potentially history lessons. Aside from that, obviously their Marxist and socialist training isn't helping them with the basics. But yeah, I've got the motions now, so... Oh, I should ask him if he voted for or against. Did you vote for or against it?
I voted against Avi Yemeni.
Me too. You and everyone I know.
Let's just make it clear I'm not your type. Like, you can stop. It's all right.
The way he got in undercover was avoiding a shower for a month. And that's why I'm keeping my distance.
Says the guy who arrived from Yemen last week. Last week the guy arrived from Yemen. He's on the phone with the Houthis trying to figure out what happened to his land. He tells me I didn't have a shower.
Do you think they'll accept me if I identify as a Houthi?
Yes.
So what happened in there? So they read these motions?
Correct.
Because it says
self-voting on.
Look what it says here. I just want to point it out. They don't speak English. To end all weapon sales to Israel by Australia and Australia companies. Do you think that might be missing an N?
I think we should report them to the academic team over here.
So what happened in there? Were you there for the vote? Did anyone vote against the motions? That's what I want to know.
Well, it was their own little. He's good.
Did anyone vote? No, give me the. Give me the.
You saved me.
Did anyone vote against me?
This guy's harassing me. Could you save me, please?
Listen, he's making it exciting. We found one lefty and typical. Doesn't have much to offer. Penny, why?
Ask Exton. He was there.
Penny.
Exton from behind.
Exton's Joey Exton's son.
Did anyone vote against the motion? That's what I need to know.
Tell him you'll blur his face and I'll speak to him.
I can't. It's live. We'll blur your face later.
Hi, Rukshan. Hi, Rukshan.
Penny.
That's terrible. I don't give consent.
Why don't you file a police report? Let's give it a few more minutes. I just want to talk to them. It's the most important thing. Tell us, for real, what happened there?
So it looks like they had like a little meeting where they had...
You were inside, for the record.
I was inside. So I went with another Jewish boy who's also a student here at Monash.
Did you show your kippah?
I came with my kippah, of course. So I'm a student here at Monash. So I thought it's only fair that if they're going to present one side of the story and want an arguments for the motion, someone should stand up and speak the other side. Speak up for the truth. Speak up for the Jewish people.
Did they let you?
So yeah, so they announced the motion number one. Can you stop laughing at me?
I'm not laughing. I'm excited.
You're very excited.
Good story.
Yeah, you're always excited, eh? So they announced one motion. They explained it, and then they called up one person to speak for it, and then they asked if there's anyone who would like to speak against it. So I raised my hand, and in the room they had all these Palestine posters and flags and everything, and I brought an Israeli flag and I put it over the front of the podium. When I came to speak, I said for academic freedom and equality, I'm going to display my flag as well. And I started to speak against the motion and to rebut their arguments. And they were kept on, I mean, sometimes they were listening, other times people were shouting, all different things. But that's all right, I just continued to talk. And I spoke about how the motions basically absolve Hamas of any part in the suffering of the people that's going on, and seeks to just blame one side, which doesn't help, with the suffering.
You're killing me with the suspense. Did it pass or not?
So it's not about passing. There's not an official vote. They just vote themselves. It's their own little gathering. It's not a Monash University.
But it's a motion. Did the motion win? You're killing us.
For themselves. They all raise their hand. And
it's a motion. It's an emotion.
It's a figurative.
Did the emotion pass?
It passed.
The emotions always pass.
Of course. And they all spoke, and they were respectful. They let me speak each time to rebut what they were saying. And we.
How many people were there?
Probably about 40, 50. Yeah, and yeah, that was it. We were respectful while they spoke. I mean, they shared fake statistics, and they didn't speak anything about Hamas. They blamed all the violence just on Israel, and I spoke about how that doesn't help the people that they claim to actually care about, and it just promotes the ongoing violence by absolving Hamas of any responsibility for what's going on.
Did they explain why they've come here to do it today? Why?
Oh, I don't know. They got Palestine Action something.
So it's just what they do.
Yeah.
This is the group, and it's all about Palestine.
This is what they're passionate about. Yeah, and I spoke about how they should be supporting Israel, because Israel's.
They did that well.
Well, there were a couple shoutings, but that's all right. We were respectful to them. They shouted a little at us, but we got our message out, and it was interesting. A few students actually thanked me after.
Their students?
In the crowd. I don't know if it was their students or if it was people that were just curious about what was happening. But after I spoke towards the end of it, some students actually came and thanked me. And one guy wearing a keffiyeh at the end looked like he was one of the organisers. He came over to me at the end and he said, I just want to understand, what's your drive? And I said, to defend my people.
To exist.
I mean, this is just, they're spreading falsehood. They're promoting, really, terrorist agenda.
The irony, though, of somebody who it doesn't affect, asking you who it does affect, your drive. What's his drive?
Oh, I'm not sure. They're passionate about it. Yeah.
All right. So we don't know if it passed. They didn't have an official thing at the end. Passed.
Oh, they had an official thing. It passed, yeah.
Okay, that's all I was asking. Why couldn't you just tell that to the camera? So it passed.
Yeah, it passed. Yeah.
Oh my God, I'm shocked.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Well, they organised it themselves. It wasn't a university-run thing.
No, that's why I'm shocked.
Yeah, it's like you making a referendum with your kids about, I don't know, the colour of the sky is green. It doesn't make it green. So, yeah. But it was good to get out there and to speak and to just counter the lies and the extremism, really.
All right, mate. Thank you for finally coming to talk to us. I know you really want to avoid that, but once I told you it was live, you realised you better start behaving.
Pleasure, Mr. Avi. We'll always be friends. Yeah. Okay, so some regards to Rabbi Winner.
Rabbi Winner.
Rabbi Winner.
What do you want to say to Rabbi Winner while we're waiting for the Socialists?
What do you want to say to Rabbi Winner?
We're not allowed on campus yet.
Oh, is he not a Meshachist?
I don't know. Say something from the heart.
Did he fry out on us?
Say something from the heart.
I love Rabbi Winner. I'm waiting to be invited to the next Farbrengen.
Are you going to come?
Inshallah.
Next time Rabbi Winner invites you to Farbrengen, you're coming?
I'll come.
You coming?
As long as, Imrit Hashem, as long as I can.
He invites you, you're able to come, you're coming?
Yes.
Okay, fine. Done. Done deal.
Yeah. All right, let's just see. Okay. We'll leave a couple of minutes.
I know it's live, but could I get my face blurred up?
Yeah. No one.
37 years you did. Did you get much footage?
Yes. Stay out of it. Stay off it now.
Oh,
I don't think you're really.
Stay off it. I'm not talking about me, by the way. I'm talking about footage of the actual event. Did you get much coverage from God or?
You're right.
No.
All right.
So they have different policies for different.
Let's do Baz Dark Horse. Thanks for touring up Avi. Good on you. Thank you, Baz. We'll wait for a few more minutes to see if the Socialists come out. Our police are asking him to move on, I think, because...
You guys are being attacked. You are. You're breaking the law. You're giving us unlawful directions. This guy doesn't even know the fucking law when I talk to him. Yeah, that's what you're doing, is it? Yeah. Exactly what you're doing. Yeah. So when I'm allowed back on campus, I don't understand. You just had a discussion. He didn't give me an answer. So when am I allowed to use the public services?
The event is over. So
it's done?
It's gone.
Are they all out?
They're all out.
All right.
As soon as you guys go home, we're out of here.
All right. Guys,
ask Monash University. Give them a ring. Ask.
It's actually not their decision.
Well, give them a ring.
Again, you don't know that.
all right, guys, thank you for your service. Stay safe. I'm not sure they were so happy with it, but stay safe. It's been a shocking day for you guys, so...
Thanks,
all right, guys. Look, it's not... You can't blame. They've got a job. Look, I think if you know the rules, I don't know what the rule actually is. If they're breaking the actual rule, then you can hold them accountable. But cops that are just, if they're actually enforcing the rules, I don't know. You got to. I think today we can give cops an extra little bit of leeway. Guys, it looks like it's all over. They've escaped out the back. Daniel, are you disappointed?
Just another day.
No, I mean you're disappointed I didn't get hit today.
Oh.
No,
Happy you didn't get hit. That means I've done my job well.
Thank you, Daniel. Not really much, but we got a big weekend, the 31st.
Yeah, that's...
Guys, we got a major protest. This was kind of like a dry run to see if the technology works, and I think it works. We're going to tweak it a little bit. And on Sunday,
yes.
we are going to be in the city, and we're going to take you along with it, live streaming it. So head over to, if you're not already, you must be on the YouTube channel because this is just on YouTube now. So make sure to subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, and we'll see you on Sunday for the live event. God bless you. And thank you for joining in with tonight's live stream. What? Are they coming out?
No. Am I going to turn it off?
We can. Yeah, just go.